I talked to my team today, and I talked to them about life in general, and everything that starts has an end. It's just life. And for me, today, I told my team that this will be my last ride.
The day is finally here, you guys, and this is probably going to be the happiest day I've ever had on Ultimate Team, but it's time to finish the lineup, and it's time to add the right guy to fill that hole. 98 overall, Super Bowl legend Ray Lewis, man. It feels so good to finally have this guy on my team, ready to rock and roll and complete this lineup, man. Looking at the back of the stats, it's just incredible. 92 speed, 99 tackling, 96 play recognition, 95 block shed, 98 pursuit, and a 98 hit power to go along with it. And our lineup is now complete. Looking at the offense, man, Aaron Rodgers just has weapons left and right to throw to between his receivers, tight end, Marshall Faulk, our starting running back. Now, the only change I did make was add Thomas Rawls, all rookie, as our second string running back, just for a little bit of backup for when Marshall Faulk checks out of the game. But looking at the defense now, man, it is just so complete, with Ray Lewis sitting right there in the middle, and I just couldn't be happier. I'm so excited to have this dude on my team. I mean, the defensive line is stacked, the cornerbacks are stacked, the safeties are stacked, the linebackers, everything on this defense is just so complete. And I couldn't be more excited to get back into these head-to-head seasons. So it's been a while since we have been on this menu going into these online head-to-head matchups. So we are now a 95 overall team. And for this season, I decided to go ahead and rock out with the St. Louis Rams uniforms in honor of, Marshall Faulk and Deacon Jones. That's just the unis I decided to go with. Now, looking at our 10-game season, we have to get 3 wins to avoid the level demotion, 6 wins to make it to the playoffs, and then we have to get 8 of those 10 wins to earn ourselves a first-round bye. So let's jump into our first game here. We're starting things off by playing away against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Devin Hester is going to take this kickoff. Don't do it. Is Devin Hester going to take this all away? He gets pushed out at the 36-yard line. And what a great return to have at the opening kickoff of our new season. That was pretty impressive. So, first play on offense. We're going to start things off with a play action. Aaron Rodgers is scanning the field. He's going with a man defense, and we find Brandon Marshall always going to beat his man one-on-one. That's just too easy for a 21-yard pickup. Next play, Marshall Faulk, we're going to hand the ball off to him. And it only took this new offense 2 plays to score 6 points and put us up in this game now. That could be to thank Devin Hester for that crazy good kickoff return, but either way, only 2 plays, and this offense is already striking, putting up a touchdown against my opponent. So, my opponent does have Jameis Winston at the quarterback position, and as running back, he also has Devontae Freeman. Now, he pretty much ran 2 plays the entire game. You saw the first play, he went with the inside zone, then he would go no huddle, and then run 4 verticals, and he would keep changing it up. And I'm not going to lie, man, I had trouble covering these 4 verticals. I mean, there was just always one of those 3 guys on the side of the field open every single play, and it was so hard to stop. So 3rd and goal, and yeah, that probably was my zone to cover with Ray Lewis. Vincent Jackson goes right in on the slant, ties this game up 7-7, and we are right back at a tie ball game. So 2nd and 1, our next possession. Marshall Faulk, we're going to give it right back to this guy. And look at him using his speed, getting to the outside, getting a nice little 20-yard rush, and giving us another set of downs. 1st and 10. We're going back to this guy again, Brandon Marshall. I love this receiver. He's an absolute monster. He's picking up another first. The next play, going with the play action, we're looking for our new tight end, Vernon Davis, another beast on our team that we have. You can see him turning back to the ball and just, basically playing the ball to get that. Now, a couple plays later on 3rd and 2, a little bit of a dangerous pass, man, but Brandon Marshall, like I said, he is just too good. He gets the reception again in this game and gets his first touchdown on our team, giving us the 14-7 lead. So for my opponent, his next drive is already a 4th and 5 for him, and of course, he's going with the 4 verticals. He finds the open guy, and he's converting and giving himself some new life and another first down. Now, again, going with 4 verticals, and like I said, there was just always a guy open every single time he ran this play, and I don't know what was happening. So a few plays later, 2nd and goal, pretty much the same play. He just flipped it. Rob Gronkowski goes right into the end zone, and again, ties this game up now, and it is 14 apiece. So 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Of course, we're trying to put points on the board before the half is over because my opponent does get the ball back, so it would be nice to score. Larry Fitzgerald on the out route, pulling on the juke moves, getting a nice little reception going for him. 1st and 10. My opponent's going with a man defense, and that's just too easy. Vernon Davis is going to burn his man every time when he's got 93 speed. Now, check this play out. 1st and 10. Aaron Rodgers doesn't see anybody open. He's going to take this one himself. I am just in awe at how that play unfolded and how Aaron Rodgers was able to just weave his way in between all of those defenders and get a rushing touchdown, man. That was such a beautiful play to put us up 21-14. So for my opponent now, it is a 4th and 11. He's going for it once again on his own 16-yard line. Let's see what he's going to do.
Gotcha, bitch.
And that is Reggie Nelson finally getting a stop for us on defense with this 4 verticals that my opponent just loves, man. And 1st and 10, our very first play of our next possession. I mean, if you're just going to give me one-on-one coverage with Brandon Marshall, this absolute freak of a player, it's just too easy. It's going to be a touchdown every time. And this team now, they are just playing at such a spectacular level and stepping up, making play after play.
Gotcha, bitch.
And it continues, back-to-back interceptions for Reggie Nelson, and this time he takes it himself for the touchdown, giving us another score, putting us up 35-14. And I don't think this team can be broken right now. We're just playing so good. Now, I'm not exactly sure how Charles Woodson lets up a 70 overall Jerry Rice card, get a touchdown on him, but hey, I guess that's Madden for you. So, new kickoff return for Devin Hester. And Devin Hester is flying into the end zone, man. And this team, what is happening? We are just putting up point after point, just scoring constant touchdowns, man. And it just got ugly from here on. Our next possession, we stopped our opponent on defense once again. And again, only one play it took us to score. Wes Welker on the out route to the sideline. He just uses his speed, and he's getting our first touchdown, or his first touchdown on our team now. Just putting us up again, and that is going to wrap up this blowout of our performance, man. Final score of 51-21. What a great game for us to come out in our season opener with this new team, and they just put on a show, man. What a great way to get that first W. So jumping right into our next game now. We're just gonna go right into it. I want to put more gameplays in this video. So it's already a 3rd and 6 for my opponent now. Throws a pretty disgusting ball. It's an incomplete pass, and that's already forcing my opponent to a 4th down. Well, wait a minute. Don't. Is that a? It's got to be a joke. My opponent quit the game after failing on a 3rd down, and just he just got an incomplete pass and instantly quit. Didn't even go for it on 4th. Didn't even punt. I don't know what that was about, but I guess I will take the free win. So we're jumping straight into our next game.
Gotcha, bitch.
And, we're just starting out with another turnover. That one is by Richard Sherman, getting his first interception on our team now. And Jameis Winston rolling to the right side of the field, just throwing up a prayer. That's got to be picked every single time. So we're starting out at the 14-yard line. Immediately finding this guy once again, Wes Welker, for a nice diving catch, if I might say so myself, for a 28-yard reception. Now, 3rd and 1, Marshall Faulk can't find the hole, and we are stopped on a 4th down. Now, this offense is just too good, and I have way too much confidence in them. Just get 1 yard, and Brandon Marshall, man, going into the end zone. I think, what's that, his 3rd time now in this episode. Like I said, this dude is just a monster. All he does is get touchdowns and puts us up 7 points. All we needed was 1 yard, and he ended up getting a 30-yard touchdown on that drive. So, for my opponent, the next possession, Deacon Jones comes up with the sack now, and that puts my opponent at a 4th and 17. So, Jameis Winston going with the play action. Obviously, he needs to pass the ball on a 4th and 17. Scrambling to the side of the field.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I think, I just don't understand. Like, what's the point of getting these crazy good cornerbacks? And I'm always going to get aggressive catch to them. But you know what? It didn't even matter, because Dante Whitner came out, got us the interception in the red zone, a huge stop on defense for us, giving us the ball right back. So Marshall Faulk on the toss play gets tackled by his shoelace, man. He should have been gone for a touchdown, but 1st and 10 next play. We're going back to Vernon Davis again, finding him open on the side of the field. This guy's an absolute beast for us. He's getting a bunch of receptions going for us today. A couple of plays later on another 1st and 10. Look who burnt his man and is wide open in the middle of the field. It's this guy again, Vernon Davis, getting a touchdown. I believe that is his 1st on our team. And this offense is just producing right now, man. So you're going to see the score. It is 3-14. My opponent did get a field goal before the half was over. He already forced my offense to a 4th and out. I had to punt the ball back to him. So he's back with the ball now. 1st and 15 after a false start on him. And again, man, who is there on the 4 verticals to stop? That is Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, of course that's going to be easy for him. He gets a 49-yard catch. 1st and 10, man. I was right there with Ray Lewis, and he didn't even put his hands up. I don't know what that was about. So on 3rd and goal now again. Do you see this? Whitney Merciless, I was directly on top of that tight end. And he just didn't put his hands up. Even though, you know, I'm holding the button to get the interception, no hands were put up. And I don't understand why that happened. I got robbed of 2 user picks that drive. So we're coming back out. A 9-14 game now. Vernon Davis going with a play action. This dude is just too good with 93 speed at tight end. So 1 play later, it is a 2nd and 4. Right across the middle of the field, we're finding Larry Fitzgerald, another beastly receiver that we have. Picking up a 1st down. A few plays later on 3rd and goal. And it's just cake for Marshall Faulk to be handed the football and go in at the 1-yard line on the toss play, giving us the 21-9 lead now. And I think that could solidify us the win. It is a 3rd and 14 for my opponent. He's only got 1 minute left in this game. And Desmond Trufant gets the game-sealing interception in the end zone. My opponent paused the game. You guys already know what's coming. My opponent conceded the game, and just like that, man, we are now 3-0 on this new start of a season with this incredibly good team, man. And I just could not be more excited at how well my team performed and how good they are. I mean, they just put up point after point. This team is so good. I can't wait to get into the rest of the head-to-head season games with you guys. Hopefully all of you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to go ahead and let me know by leaving a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Thank you all so much for the support. I love you guys to death. And I guess I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace.